guys, welcome back to my channel. Back at it again with another well, this time around is going to be a haul from Studio Artemy. Previously I bought this deck, well, on the Kickstarter, Fortuna Tarot Deck Opal Omen edition, but I also bought other stuff. I thought I was going to do separate videos, but I think it's simpler to just do it all in one video. So let's get started. Okay, let me open this. There are 4 decks, I think. We're going to see all of them, and I'm gonna do like a regular unboxing. I'm gonna show each decks. I can't talk. Each deck and every card, the usual. Okay, so let me do that off camera. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we have this satchel. I think that's what it's called, this satchel. I got 2 of them. The sticker. Ooh, it got destroyed in the mail. Oh my gosh. This box has been through a lot. I don't know if you can see, but it has been through a lot, my God. But it's all good. I'll fix it. But damn, that got demolished. Oh my gosh. Did that too? Well, the thank you card. You can't really see, but I don't want to like turn over because it has some of that information. But so you're gonna have to take this and go for what it is. I want to put it like that so y'all see. Okay, the Fortuna Tarot deck. I don't remember which is which. The purple edition, Emerald, and one is the Amethyst green edition. We're gonna all see them individually. Tarot cloth. This is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. I'm not gonna lie. We have that. Oh, Ethereal Orbs, the golden version. Another tarot cloth. Damn, this is big. I didn't look at the measurements, but damn, this is really big. Oh my god. Dude. And the other satchel. Okay, so this is kind of messy. Let me put this away. So I have quite a lot. So let's open one of the satchels actually. I've always wanted one of those. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So this is it. There's plastic inside. I'm gonna keep it inside because I'm not gonna use it yet. But that's how it looks. I got the same one, the same thing twice. so I'm not going to show them both. Love it. So happy. I've been wanting this for the longest time. I'm going to show how it fits with the deck afterwards. So then the tarot cards, if you want to see how they look, I think I'm going to edit it and show pictures from the website, but I'm definitely going to use them in my future videos because I've been needing some tarot cards, and those are really big, so I really love that. Okay, I think I want to use this one like really soon enough to do readings with. Okay, so I don't know if they sprayed perfume, but it smells really good. Okay, so let's start with the article. So let's see. This is a limited edition. It was a golden edition. Let me get my facts straight. Hold up. Well, I just checked my shipment notification or whatever. I'm missing one item. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna do a separate video for that one. Yikes. Okay, let's see. Let's open. Okay, so I got the limited edition Ethereal Orbs Oracle deck, which is, hold up, let me get my facts straight. Okay, this one is in gold holographic. Okay, so let's still open the rest, but okay. So let's see. I'm gonna change the angle. This is way too high now that I took out the box. Okay, there we go. It's way better. Let's see. Okay, the journey of healing the soul through dimensions of the moon and the fixed stars. These 44 oracle cards are designed to guide you through the process of healing the soul using virtue and positive affirmations. As the moon teaches us, it is necessary to let go in order to become full once again. Created by Maria J. Fajardo Praena. Okay. Oh my gosh, that flew. Damn. Okay. So tiny. Okay, so that's how it looks. May the stars guide you. So you have, am I going to read them all? I don't think so, but you can pause and read them for yourselves. That's the back. Okay, so it's kind of make me dizzy just from watching through the camera. So I apologize if you have a hard time reading, because I myself was having a hard time reading through the camera. But it's so hollow that it's hard to make it focus. Okay, so let's see how it reads. I forgot to mention that I got the booklet, the digital version of it. I don't want to. I'm gonna read it. Vega, virtue and proficiency. Dance to the rhythm of your spirit. Become one with the universe. So somebody's message, Capricorn energy here. Let's read 3 messages. What messages need to come through for whoever is watching this? What messages need to come through? Ka'ada al-Akbia, faith and expansion. Water your wisdom with integrity so your vision grows and inspires others to marry you. Ooh. Aquarius energy. And it's the 25th house, I think. Let's see, one more message for whoever is watching this. Any other messages that need to come through? Any other messages that need to come through? Oops, sorry, you can't see. Other messages that need to come through. Ooh, 2 cards fell, so we're gonna read both. We have Markab, freedom and liberation. You have outgrown your own skin. Now it is time to utilize your wings. Pisces energy. And we have Al-Giba, strength and benevolence. Speak your truth and unleash your soul. Listen to the roar of your own heart. 10th house, Cancer and Leo energy. This is one because some of the messages kind of resonate for me. Okay. So now next, okay, I guess this is going to be taking this. I'm gonna post this in a little later than I thought I would, because I'm gonna wait to receive the other one, the other deck that I didn't receive, instead of doing another video, because it's just like too much hassle for no reason, and I just want the information to be at one place. So that's that. Next we have the Fortuna Tarot deck Emerald Anima edition. I can't wait to see what are their personality going to be like, because I know for a fact I've seen people using having both of those decks, the Emerald Anima edition and the Amethyst Aura edition, and they say they all have all their personalities, and I can't wait to see what it is for me. Okay, so let's see. Whoops. This is so tight, I don't want to ruin the box, so I don't know where to cut. Okay, this is how it looks. I think I'm gonna change. I feel like, let me lower the angle. Okay, way better. So that's how it looks like. Fataviam Inveniant, fate will find a way. Fortuna Tarot deck. The Fortuna Tarot deck is a 79 card deck designed to help you unlock your potential and turn your purpose into gold. Combining ancient alchemical principles, tarot numerology, and astrology, you will embark on a new journey toward clarity and enlightenment, opening the gates of the occult and spirituality. Created by Mara J. Fajardo Praena. Oh my gosh. Praena, sorry about that. Fortuna Tarot deck Emerald Anima. Oh my gosh. I wasn't a huge fan. I've been hiding those decks for a long time, and I wasn't really in the drawn to the green one, but lately I've been really onto this one. This is one because my favorite color is purple, but I'm more drawn to this one than the purple one, which is interesting. That's how it looks. Oops, sorry. Open the gates of occult knowledge. It seems kind of this is dark, but I love it. I love how dark it is. This is really dark for me, color wise. Obviously the deck. If you want to see how the deck looks like, I already did. It probably is the same thing, then the Opal Omen edition, and honestly just go watch the Opal Omen edition if you want to see like the booklet, what's in the booklet, because it's probably the same thing. I don't think they made any changes. From what I've read, I don't think they made any changes to the booklet. Okay, here with the spreads. So the spreads. Oh, I think it's a different spreadsheet. I don't really look at the spreads, but for this one, I think I might take a peek. Um, the spreads. I don't think they are the same spreads. I don't remember seeing a spread like that. In the other booklet, but I might be wrong. I don't really look at the spreads. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, pretty sure it's the same. The quotes might look. I don't know why, but I feel like the quotes are different. Life is like a mirror to treasure. They might be the same because I don't really read those messages. I don't think that's why I think they haven't changed. But if I see any changes, I'll just edit the video and say like, hey, there's changes, and I'll say what. But I don't think there are. So let's get to the main price. Okay, so let's see how shuffle this seems. This one's sticker. This is interesting because I think I'm gonna use this one as for shadow work, but this one seems like I said, every single deck is like a a person, a human being. So it's like I have to get to know it. But this one seems a little bit rough around the edges, and I mean it like literally. Um, it seems to be very stiff. So I feel like this is somebody. This is like an elder that is very stubborn about their mindset. That's the vibe that they get me. And this is funny because I never compared them to humans, but this one that I feel like I want to compare to a human being. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it shuffles pretty well. I think I have to break it in, but I don't think like when I opened the Opal Woman edition, it wasn't that stiff. It was really soft. This one is really rough for some reason, and I feel like yeah, it already has its own personality. Okay. I just thought about yeah, it's not as smooth as this one, the Opal Woman edition, which is interesting. Um. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Maybe I have to like break it in. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and I completely forgot. It left my mind. But if it was meant to come back, well, it will come back. If it was meant to be said, it will come back. But let's see how it reads. Well, yeah. I'm not gonna read from the booklet, like I said. If you want to know how it reads, we'll go watch the Opalman unboxing. I've done it. I'll do that on all my readings. This is just quickly to show the cards, you know. So let's see. Any jump? This one is stiff, girl. Okay. Any cards, messages that wants to come up for me or whoever is watching? What it is that you want to say? What messages need to be heard at this point in time for whoever that is watching or that you want to say to me? Okay. Ooh, this one is a hard shell. Okay. Any messages that want to come through? Any messages that want to come through? I'm big on jumpers if you haven't noticed. But I might. This one, I might give up on wanting jumpers from this one. This one is really stiff. I'm not, I know I'm being very repetitive, but it's really stiff. I don't know how else to put it. It's really stiff compared to the other one. The other one is very soft on the edges. This one is rough of the edges. And I feel like it's going to be really like that's the energy of the deck, like literally and metaphorically. Okay. I know you don't see me shuffle, I'm sorry, but like I'm shuffling with my main hand to get jumpers. Any jumpers? Not really, but that's what we're gonna get. We got the 9 of Cups, Bison Energy. We got the 10 of Cups, Bison Energy, and we got the Princess of Cups, which is not really well mixed, but whatever. Princess of Cups, which is Page of Cups. A wish is going to be granted. Somebody's going to go to the next level in their relationship, but to get to the next level of what they want, okay? You're making the step forward towards your goals. Somebody's going to give you an offer of what it is that you want. So if you want to get engaged, if you want to get married, if you want a boyfriend or girlfriend, if you want that dream job, like you're going to get an offer that's going to bring you one step closer to that dream, to that manifestation. There's one step closer, or you're getting to that final goal. There's no need one step, literally one step, and it's coming here, okay? For some of you, it's getting you a little bit closer to your dream. For some of you, it's getting you directly because I feel like you've been there and it's like the final step. For some of you, you're making the first steps, like you're making baby steps. Doesn't mean that the ones that are manifesting you right now are not making baby steps. It is because they've been there. Journey. Everybody's journey is different. Queen of Cups. Interesting. A Cups energy, a huge water energy, a huge Cups energy. There's a lot of emotions going on right now. Interestingly, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Wands and we have the 7 of Wands that actually fell. The energy. Queen of Cups. A lot of emotions are at stake and there's a lot of restraint. There's a lot of defense here for some reason. There's a blockage here. Maybe it's not the way maybe that you're not accepting, oh, the devil. Maybe you're not accepting the offer because it's not from the person you wanted it, or um it's not manifested the way you want it. Ooh, maybe for some of you it's somebody's toxic and you're totally right to refuse this offer. Let's see, anything else? Anything else? Yeah, 5 of Wands, Leo energy, Leo energy. Yeah, like this is going to bring you to success, okay? You may feel like it's not, like strong Piscean energy, Pisces that's being repeated, and now we have Leo being repeated, like literally just two signs being repeated. Um, yeah, what was I gonna say? Like you feel like it's like, oh, what? But it's literally like a need for you to leave something behind. Again, Piscean energy, there's a need for you to leave something behind here, okay? Maybe emotionally draining, but that's needed for you to get to that next step, to get to that success. Like whatever you define success, everybody have different goals, different aspirations, okay? But yeah, you're blocked for some reason. Maybe because you have to leave something behind, a person, a situation, a thought pattern, and that's why the blockage is there. You're not over the past, and I feel like you don't want to move on from the past. You don't want the past to be in your past, if it makes sense. You don't want to make that final step that's going to make you not be able to go back to the past, or like live in the past, but you're blocking yourself from success. Yeah, an offer is being presented to you, Cancer energy here. One more card, but you're not over the past, Scorpion energy. You're not over something or someone here. You keep thinking about a past offer, but it's a past offer. It's no longer here. So even if you're reminiscing about a past offer, this offer is not being presented to you in this current time. So I don't want to be mean. Like I heard auntie. Yeah, I'm gonna be that auntie here that's gonna tell you like, sis, it's time to move on. Yes, that offer, like, you want it, but it's not being offered. It was offered to you. It's not being offered to you right now, and you're looking at something that is not no longer existing. And there's something that is existing that is being given to you, and you're missing out on an opportunity over something that is not something that is not that does not exist. This is a little bit time to wake up. This is in the none, but like that's a wake up call here for someone. Okay. So that's how it reads. Wow, the Fool is still at the bottom of the deck. Wow, interesting. Yeah, it's time to take that leap of faith. You may feel like it's foolish, or you may feel like you look foolish, but if you want to get what you want, you need to do things that you need to create your own life, and to do that, you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to do things you never done before to get what you've done, because you never had that in your life, and you need to do things that you haven't done yet, or that are very new to you, right? Yep. Tower energy, yes, something is falling apart, but it's needed. It wasn't solid to begin with. You may feel like you missed out on something good, but it might not be something good, okay? Maybe the universe was protecting you from something, says honey. Okay, now let's move on to the Amethyst Aura edition. And yeah, I think I said that, but I'm gonna do a comparison shot to set for the 3 editions, okay? But that's gonna be a separate video for sure. Oh, there is glitter. I think you can see it. Nope, but there is glitter on the edges. This is so funny to me that the Fool is still at the bottom. And you saw me shuffle that deck like nobody's business, and it's still at the bottom, which is very interesting. Double confirmation here. Somebody need to take that leap of faith. It's called leap of faith for a reason, okay? You need to have faith in yourself and whoever you believe up there. Okay, so let's open this one up. And I'll film the other one. Well, the other deck that's missing, whenever it comes, I'm gonna edit the video, then post it, and then I'm gonna do the side-by-side comparison afterwards. Okay, I'm not gonna film it right after this. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna lie. But like January for sure. Gonna post those videos. Okay. Hopefully, I do receive this by January because I won't have time after that. So let's see, Fortuna deck, Amethyst R edition. There it says Amethyst R edition. Same thing, Fataviam Vignette. Fate will find a way. Same thing, I'm not gonna like reread it, but pause if you want to read it. Now let's open it up. Ooh, this one doesn't say anything. Interesting. Let's see this price. So, probably are going to be the same. Yeah, it's this. I think it's the same. Same thing. Okay. Now, never mind. I guess I got confused. I thought I was reading something up here in the other box, but I guess I was wrong. Open the gate. Same thing of occult knowledge. It's the same thing. That's how it looks. And once again, I'm going to show them really quickly because, you know, it's the same thing but different color. And we're going to see the vibe to her. I think she's rough too. On the edges. Okay. Ooh, this one is like stiff. Okay. It's going to be hard to break this one in and the other one as well. Okay. We're good. I think we're good. I'm sorry if there's a shadow. It's really dark. The deck itself. So yeah, let me not talk. Oh gosh. I think those ones are going to have a powerful energy. Damn. I'm not even trying to be funny. That's the best part. Oh my gosh, this one is an attitude. And I'm not even being aggressive, y'all. Okay, I don't think there's any deck that has done that. This one has an attitude. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm really, and I'm really not aggressive. Like, yes, I am trying to be in a hurry to show the cards because been there, done that like 3 times. But like, we've seen the cards, we know the cards. It's just to see the version of this one. But like sis, this one got an attitude. Well, I can't wait to get to know her or him, because sis, strong energy. Okay, let's see how she shuffles and let's see how she reads afterwards. Those two, I don't think I'm going to use them on my clients. Oh my god, for so many reasons. But let's see. Shuffle's fine. It's really weird. It's not as smooth. I really thought it was going to be as smooth as the Opal Lemon edition, but it's really not. Very interesting. I'm not complaining, but I'm just, reviewing the product. The project. Okay. And once again, I'm not full shuffling with these. Okay. But let's see. Okay. I guess I'm gonna shuffle with my left hand to y'all see. But any messages that need to come through for whoever that is watching, any messages that need to come through for whoever that is watching, is there anything that you need to let somebody know? Any messages that need to come through? Any messages that need to come through? That's like a bulk. This one I'm gonna really have to like break it in because the cards are stocked. But if you wanted to come in a bulk, we're gonna read that. Let's believe that. Okay. Just major arcanas. I guess I'm gonna reshuffle. King of Elixir. Okay. Got a lot of major arcanas. So we have the Fortuna, which is the Wheel of Fortune. With a Mineral Energy, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius. We have the Justice, Libra energy. We have the Hangman energy, Pisces energy, personally Libra energy, origin. Yeah, personally Libra energy to me. We have the Death card, Scorpio energy. We have the Alchemy, which is Temperance, Sagittarius energy. We have the King of Cups, which fell, and the Ace of Keys. So it's time to turn, for a situation to turn around. Okay, balance are going to be restored. Somebody does not want to acknowledge an ending, but this ending is needed to rebalance things, to rebalance their life, their situation. Maybe there's an ending within a relationship, a connection, or maybe there's an ending of a connection. But wherever this ending is, within or ending of, is needed to restore the balance. Okay, this may need someone to be emotionally, I heard vulnerable. Somebody will be or will have to be emotionally vulnerable, but this will come from I don't know what to say that, maturity. Like, yes, it's not necessarily like vulnerable, because I feel like it's like it's as if I was saying this, that being emotional is bad, but it's not what I'm trying to say. Somebody is gonna be really opened with how they feel, with their emotions, whether it's with themselves or with somebody else. But this emotional opening, which it will mean somebody is stepping up and somebody is nurturing on an emotional level by being honest. Could now this honesty could be with them, with it themselves, with with someone else, but it's needed to restore balance. Somebody needs to be honest with themselves and with how they feel about a person, a situation. And this is funny because I almost said, I felt drawn to say situation. So for someone, it's a situation, it's not a person. Okay, I heard place. For some of you, it could be a place. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna keep those cards. I was gonna like reshuffle, but if all the major arcanas, all those major arcanas wanted to come through, it's like a major, it's a major event for someone here, because we have 5 major arcanas. And yes, I know I just like it's a brand new deck, but y'all, oh, I don't believe in coincidences. I'll let you say that I could have shuffled this deck for the life of me for like 2 Highway Streets, and if all those cards needed to come out, well, they would have come out regardless. That's how I feel. But the reason I wanted to reshuffle was because I wanted to be sure if it was a message that needed to come through. But I guess it is, because I don't want to put them back. So I don't feel like putting them back, and that's that. And yeah, anything else I need to come through? Anything else I need to come through? Anything else? Ooh, the box is like a little bit mushroom. Any messages that need to come through? And a bulk again. Okay, Princess of Keys, Page of Swords, Gemini energy, Knight of Swords, and 8 of Swords, Gemini energy. So yeah, somebody needs to. Somebody, there's a lack of communication. Somebody wants to speak. Somebody wants to say something, but for some reason, instead of saying something, they are afraid, and therefore, either they're ghosting, or either like they're gonna rush things out, and they're gonna slaughter their words. It's like, oh, my bad, I didn't mean to say that, or like they're talking word after words, but what they're saying does not make any sense. Okay, and it's like because they were not prepared to do that, and it's like showing. It's like what are you saying? Like for example, I ask you to like what you wanted to eat for dinner, and you tell me how your day was, and it's like, okay, somebody's nervous as hell, somebody is anxious, somebody feels insecure, and it's going to show. Okay, one is going to, yes, be intimidated by coming forward about something. I don't know, it doesn't have to be that deep though. But and it's gonna show, but at least they're trying. Or someone may take the short route and ghost, or not speak, give the silent treatment, or literally ghosts for some of you here. Some of y'all, they really just didn't like, there's no argument, like there's nothing to say for someone. So if they're ghosting, it just proves your point that like you kill them, like you said everything that needed to be said, and you it them, because there's nothing to counter attack, there's nothing to argue, it is what it is. But instead of like trying to find a solution, they decide to ghost. Some of them, I don't feel like it's everybody that's ghosting here, but yeah, you're trying to help this person, but for some of you it's going to take patience for this person to feel more at ease to express themselves. I don't think it has anything to do with you, it's more so them and how confident they feel within themselves. Someone you try to help, they ghosted. It is what it is. Well, somebody is definitely getting engaged. This is the second time we see the Ten of Cups here. But it's going to need to leave something behind, or you're going to have to overcome a past situation if you want this future offer here. Yep, same cards that fell for the other edition. Three of Cups. Something is going to be celebrated. There's going to be a union or friendship, a soulmate union here, a celebration of something here. Two of Cups. Yeah, so, and then I said soulmate, and this is my soulmate card. Okay, but it's going to, before that happen, there's going to be a need of an isolation period. There's nothing bad with isolating yourself. There's need for you to like enjoy your energy, appreciate your own energy, and spend some time with your damn self. You need to nurture your relationships, your connections, but it's also, you need to also fill your own cup before you can fill other people's cup. And yeah, Hermit of Virgo energy, like it is coming, but like after this phase, might be boring a little bit. Not for me. But like yeah, for someone it may be boring, but there's things that are gonna be celebrated after this period of phase of nothingness, and there's nothing wrong with, there's nothing calm. Just appreciating your own company, your own energy. Okay. But yeah, that's it. That's what I have. Okay. Like I said, I did not receive the. Let me look really quickly on what I got, what I bought. And I really want it. I don't want a reimbursement. I want the deck. Okay, Astrosoul Oracle deck. This is what I got. That I didn't got, and that I really was excited the most about actually. So I'll wait to receive this one. I'll add it to the video, and I think that's going to be it. And let me show it with the satchel, how it fits with the satchel. Let me see if that's actually what it's called. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, but just to make sure that yeah, satchel, custodia satchel, to not look like a fool, although I really don't mind looking like a fool. Okay, let's see. And no, I'm not changing angle because I'm really lazy. Okay, so the one that I already have here, let's see, that's how it looks on the inside. It's pretty dark, but like there's nothing to see, there's no logos here, so that's how it fits. There's a logo here. I'm like a little kid for this one, okay? I've been wanting one for so long. I don't know how to like close it. I guess I do this. But it fits, and I feel like it could fit like, ooh, I don't think it would fit my element star, but it would fit like 3/4 of my element star if you know the deck. But there's still a lot of space in it. Oh yeah, let me see if it fits with the booklet. Yeah, there's a lot of space. There's a lot of space. See? Yup. It fits. Perfect. I think there's a little bit more space for if the deck was a little bit more than 79 cards. Are the cards are not that thick compared to the Fortuna Tarot deck, but yeah, like it could fit a little bit bigger deck. But I don't know if it would fit for the booklet though. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I hope this wasn't selfish for y'all, and I will see y'all in the next cut, whenever that will be. Bye. Hi guys. Okay, so this one has been a long one coming, but more for me than for you. Okay, so 2 months later, okay, I'm not gonna go into details, but yeah, I might. It took a month for them to send the deck, and then it took another month for the deck to arrive. And I'm filming this right when I received the deck. Okay, so let's just open it up. I'm already over this video because I'm having like, this is the main reason as to why I didn't want the whole back and forth, because I knew the longer it takes me to film a video, the longer the most likely I am to lose the footage. And I did. Okay, like, I'm having so much trouble with my footage right now, but I'm gonna make it work some way, somehow. Okay. Okay, so this is it. Astrosoul Oracle deck. Let's open her up. So instead of having like a week, well, this one is gonna have just a week of use before I do the review. But the other ones, I've used them for 2 months. Okay, I think the universe wanted me to, like, you know, take my time to use them. But either way, I'm gonna like open her up, wait a week or so, not more than that, honestly, before I make a full review on all the decks, okay? But I already have like worth 2 months of review for the other ones, just not this one. I'm just gonna take another week, an additional week for this one, so that I have my full commentary on all the decks, if it makes sense. But for y'all, it's gonna be like 2 seconds. Anyways, so that's her. Okay, the box is really cute. Astrosoul Oracle deck, an astrology deck for the evolution of the soul. 62 astrological cards created by Maria J. Fajardo Praena. I'm sorry for the pronunciation. Okay, the box is cute. Okay, the deck is cute. Okay, that's not what I'm mad about. Okay, Astrosoul Oracle deck guidebook created by Maria J. Fajardo Praena. Okay, so wait a minute. I'm getting too excited. But hold up. Why are the cards in the reverse? That is really weird. But at this point, how weird how more chaotic can it get? Anywho, okay, so that's her. Okay, so may the stars guide your soul. Table of content, prologue, the signs, the planet, the houses, major aspects, the vertex, Lilith, the asteroids, retrograde planets, the moon phases, void of course, the nodes, eclipses, Kazumi, stellium, the horoscope, acknowledgements, bibliography about the author, prologue. Life never ceases to amaze me. I still remember the day I decided and announced I wanted to create an astrology deck to help others connect with this beautiful language full of meaning and purpose. Astrology came into my life in a very unexpected way. Not only did it allow me to unravel and understand my purpose, but it also helped me connect and create stronger bonds with others. Since then, I have been actively studying and working on making this powerful tool accessible to others through personal consultations and now with these cards. Astrology has been used since ancient times to connect us with the language of the universe within the stars. And since we are made of stars, as they say, astrology allows us to connect with our true origins. I hope that these cards assist you further in your journey of self-development and discovery, connecting you even deeper with your soul's purpose and true essence. The signs. Okay, pause if you want to read. This cosmic diversity of the universe. I'm sure gonna sit down and take my time to read this. And this is where like the review is gonna come in. Aries, Taurus. Okay, so I like that already. We have the planets, dates, elements, ruling planets, modality. Okay, cardinal, fixed, mutable of the sorts. Body rules shape the face, head, and physical body. Oh, I love that. Okay, I love that. Okay, so the signs. Then the planets. ruled by Leo, exaltation, detriment, fall, keywords, and then there's a paragraph. Like I said, we're gonna see how they read. I'm just going through it quickly because you're sure you know damn well I'm gonna take my time reading these, and of course I'm gonna do a review on the booklet if I do have time to read the whole entire booklet in a week, but hopefully I will. The houses, oh well, sorry, I skipped the, I was so focused on talking. The houses, type, element, rule shape, keywords, and a paragraph as well. Major aspects, the dynamic between cosmic forces, okay, conjunction, sextiles. Okay, so those are the degrees. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm in. Okay, the vertex, Virgin of Fate, Lilith, the untamed side of the soul. Like, okay, I'm so in for this booklet because I have like not zero, but I have very like almost to none knowledge about astrology. So this is it. Like, this is for the news. Like, it didn't really say it like that, but that's what I call myself, and I'm here for it. Like, Sharon. Okay, what are those? The asteroids. Okay, healing the spirit and embodying the divine feminine. Okay, retrograde planets, a moon of revision. Okay, so this explains when each planet is retrograde. Mercury retrograde, I think most of us knows what this is. But yeah, oh, I'm in. Okay, I love that. The moon phases, working with the manifestation cycles of the universe. Oh, I love that. I love that. Look how all of that. Probably explains which phases for what. Okay, I love that. Void, of course, a pause in time. The nodes where past and future collapse in a cosmic dance. Okay, I'm here for it. Eclipse, karmic lessons and gifts. Kazami Perfing, the soul. Stellium, the horoscope. The houses. Acknowledgement. The creation of this deck would have not been possible without the support of this amazing community and you, the reader, would trust and acknowledge the value of my work. I really do. Okay. Special thanks to my family and close group of friends, Anthony, Paula, Josh, Julia, Eddie. Sorry for about the mispronunciation. Teresa, Marga, Miriam, and Alberto, who continuously inspire me to believe in myself and go after my dreams. Okay. Bibliography. Pause if you are interested. Sorry about the background noises, as there's nothing I can do about them and about the author. And that's it. Okay. So the deck obviously had to come in the reverse. And here in the box says, as above, so below. So let's get a closer look to the cards here. Okay, so let's start. I'm sorry about the angle. The angle is a little bit weird. But as you can tell, I'm really over filming the video, not the decks, because that's I got them for a reason. It's more of a on the filming side. Okay, so that's the back first of all. Okay, let me move y'all forward for the lighting. It's not that good, but we're gonna deal with whatever we have. Okay, Aries. Okay, Taurus. The sign and the planet, which is Venus, I believe, in the planet they are in. Gemini, and I don't know all of them. Gemini and Mercury. Cancer and Moon. Leo and Sun. Virgo and Mercury. Libra and Venus. Scorpio, Pluto. Don't quote me on that one. I think it's Pluto. If you see me stop saying the planets, it's because I don't know them. Oh, it's actually Pluto. Wow, I was right. Okay, Pluto. That's Sagittarius and Jupiter. Sagittarius and Saturn. Capricorn, wow. And Saturn, that's Aquarius and I don't remember. Uranus. Pisces. Leo. Okay, interesting. With keywords, the sun, their ruling planet, its ruling planet, and keywords. Self-expression, ego, creativity, identity. I cannot wait to see how those read, obviously. Cancer, the moon, emotions, instincts, receptivity, safety. Mercury, communication, knowledge, information, curiosity. I love the keywords because I won't always have to go to the booklet. If need to be, it's already on the card. Thank God for that. Venus, love, pleasure, values, possession. Mars, willpower, desire, fortitude, rage. Jupiter, expansion, gratitude, morality, enlightenment. Saturn, boundaries, limitation, delays, responsibilities. Uranus, innovation, discovery, individuality, technology. Neptune, inspiration, dreams, spirituality, delusion. Pluto, I don't know why I pronounced it like that. Okay, and transformation, rebirth, renewal, obsession. Ooh, the houses. It's not really great on camera, but I'm just gonna read it for y'all. Or okay, I'm gonna show it like that. Okay, explains the house. I'm just gonna read one to get an idea. This is the house of the self and identity. Here is where we can see one's personality, behavior, character, physical appearance, as well as their attitude towards life. It starts with the sign known as the ascendant. The first house, Aries, Mars, I am. I have no clue what that means. Ascendant, ascendant, I am. Second house. I love that there's a keyword or like a phrase for that. Ooh, I love that. Fourth house. Fifth house. Sixth house. Seventh house. Eighth house. Ninth house. 10th house. 11th house. 12th house. And I think that's the last one. Yeah, now we have the degrees. I don't know what it's called, but that's what I'm gonna call it. Conjunction 0 degree. Sextile 60 degree. 90 degree square. 120 degrees trine, 180 degrees opposition, vertex, repressed desires Lilith, wounded healer Kiran, nurture Ceres, inner wisdom Pallas Athen, devotion Vesta, sacred union Juno, I don't know how to pronounce those, a retrograde, new moon. They're gonna get onto the moon phases, I suppose, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, and oh, I love this card. Oh, I love all of them, but this one caught my attention for some reason. Wood, of course. If you want to zoom in, honestly, go watch somebody else's review, okay? Like showing the full cards, because this one is really bad, and I don't have the time to do a good one for this one. I apologize for that. Like, there's a bunch of other videos showing better the cards. I'm here to do a review more so specifically. If you want an honest review, like, you know, that's what I'm here for. But the cards tonight, I'm just not having it, and I'm so sorry about it. But yeah, lunar eclipse, releasing the past, breakthrough, pushing limitations, healing. Solar eclipse, in the heart, Kazimi, Sazimi, reinforcement and concentration, Stellium. Okay, now we're gonna shuffle. I think we already know that the quality is super good. The deck, of course, is pricey, but the quality is good. You get a lot of information for what you pay for. You get the quality for this is good. I think the prices were worth it, but it's not cheap. And I think we already know that the quality is immaculate. Okay, I'm not telling you anything new here. What we're here for is to see how this read. What I'm here for as well. Okay, so, ooh, they're sticky together. That's what happened with the other decks, but, well, we're not really in the review part, but, like, just to say they're really stiff. But the same thing happened to all the decks. I just need to break into it and break into my deck. This is, like, you can tell this is a brand new deck. This is really stiff. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this card wants to be read. Vesta Devotion. What are the cards? They shuffle great, other than the fact that it's stiff, but that's normal for a new deck. And for the Studio Artemy decks, like, they're all stiff to begin with. And that tells you how brand new this is, okay? But yeah, what are the cards wants to be read? What are the cards wants to be read? Jupiter, expansion, gratitude, morality, enlightenment, Sagittarius and Pisces energy. What other cards wants to be read? I'm gonna try to get a sign card, a zodiac sign card, to see how it reads. The wood, of course. Oh, that's too many. So I just want a sign card here to see how they read. Give me a sign, please. I'm gonna stop shuffling. I don't know if it's because the deck is like the fact that they're stiff makes the deck heavier to shuffle with, and I don't know if this is what making my hand hurt or if it was hurting before, but I think it's the deck. But again, I'm just like explaining what's going through. Like, I'm not judging, of course not. And you're gonna see why when I do the actual review portion. But yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying my hand is already tired, sis. Okay. And I didn't shuffle any deck today with my left hand at least. But like, yeah. Okay. So I saw a bit talking. Okay. Let's find a sign here. Ooh, we're gonna read a house. We're gonna read a house as well. I don't think I shuffled them right, but it is what it. Oh, girl, there's so many categories. There are so many categories. Oh, we have an Aquarius here. I didn't notice. Oh, we have a Libra actually, but I'm turning more to the Aquarius one. And there was the planet attached to the sign attached to their planet. I'm trying to find those cards here. This is just the sign, but there's one portion where it's the sign and their planet. That's what I'm looking for here. If I can find one. Ah, nope. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm confused here. That's what it was. But I thought there was like two signs things here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It was like that. Okay, yeah. I wasn't tripping after a second. I thought I was, but universe clarified that very quick for me. Okay, so saved my face really quickly. Okay, there's a lot of course. Okay, and I'm pretty sure like there's other categories, but we're gonna deal with that first. And if I see we have enough time. We'll see. That's a lot of cards to read. But I really want to give you a glimpse of what you can get. But either way, like, it's worth the price. I said it. I was gonna say it even after. It's well worth the price. I know for a fact. And I don't need to do a review on it to know that. But anyway, best sites like last. Let me go to the table of content. Actually, it's not even named here. But I know it's like in the end. Oh, here it is. Oh, that wasn't quick. That wasn't hard to find. Okay, Vesta. It's in the category of the asteroids. Okay, Vesta. The glyph of Vesta is pretty straightforward, as it resembles a fire on the hearth or an altar where one would typically leave an offering. Ruled by Virgo and Scorpio keywords: devotion, virginity, purity, conceiving, focus, fire, spirituality, sexual freedom or repression. The main significance behind the Vesta archetype is the hearth, which is the place where a fire is maintained. The word hearth in Latin translates to focus. Therefore, we can see through this asteroid the passion burning inside each one of us, which makes us devoted to accomplishing the things that ignite that fire from within. This fire contains the spark of creation and conception we all have. The energy of Vesta is related to the fertility power of the divine feminine. Vesta, as the ruler of Virgo, brings focus and dedication. The Virgo Scorpio duality in Vesta reflects the purification of Virgo the Virgin and the powerful sexual energy drive of Scorpio that starts the process of life/creation. Therefore, strong Vesta placements suggest sexual encounters with transcendent and healing connotation. Well-located Vesta placements are directly connected to the divine feminine for both women and men, which means they are able to connect instantly with their partner's need. Difficult Vesta placements, on the other end, tend to be manifested by seeing sexual interaction as a scene, or leave the native with a scene of guilt or dissatisfaction. Interesting, because I never heard that word. This is my first time hearing this. But maybe it's in the chart from what I'm getting, and I never saw that word once in my chart. That's all I gotta say. Okay. There's certain ones I like. I heard sextile. Oh, like there's some of them that I don't know what they are, but I've heard of them. Like sextile, like the degree things. Like I've heard of them, but that Vesta I never heard of my life before. Okay. Juno, either like all the Cirrus, the asteroid, never heard of that, but apparently, like from what I understood, no, don't quote me on that, but it's in the chart as well. I might take a deeper look at my chart because I never saw that word, and I'm like kind of looking intrigued. Okay, and I heard I did another review. Well, this is gonna come first, but I did a review on Cosmic Consequence. This deck looks like this, that I'm gonna post like shortly after this one that I filmed before this one. It's complicated, but yeah, I first learned from this deck about night chart, moon chart, and I was like, what is this? Like, this got me intrigued. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I'm not trying to know everything, but I'm kind of like, I'm trying to know the basics here. And Vesta, like, this is the first for me. So let's read Jupiter. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, I love it explains the symbols. I didn't notice that before. Social planets, crescents here shows receptivity, perceptiveness, contact with new realities and different levels of information. We have the cross, which I suppose is this. Pragmatism, matter, and practical application. A Christian receptive to left brain perception is attached to the cross of matter, which also symbolizes objective material realities. Jupiter gives us the ability to perceive the potential of material circumstances and expansion. Jupiter, ruled by Sagittarius and Pisces, exaltation, Cancer, detriment, Gemini, and Virgo, fall, Capricorn. Keywords: expansion, faith, higher knowledge, philosophy, optimism, justice, and divine order. Jupiter, the great benefit, represents the ability to find unity in one's chart based on their role model and ethos, as well as our senses and of confidence and faith in ourselves. As Jupiter represents a greater power and our connection to the divinity, it shows how we react to opportunities that are being presented to us. The ability Jupiter has to either give or take away from us can show that by introducing rune our lives, we are given an opportunity to understand what abundance feels like. Therefore, Jupiter allows one to connect with the true essence of life, which is based on polarity. Jupiter is often seen as the energy of a god who sees everything, holding a strong connection with the third eye chakra. This is why its visual representation shares the element as the focal center of attention. Then we have the seventh house. Let me see the house in the table of content. Houses 44. I would read the first paragraph, but y'all, like, I'm trying to be as quickly as possible. I'm gonna tell her in the review. Okay. Type succeedent. Oh no, I'm reading the 8th house, 7th house. Type angular. No idea what that is. What that means. Element hair, rulership Libra and Venus. Keywords: commitments, long-term relationships, marriage, business partnerships, and societies. The 7th house, also known as the descendant or DC, falls in the opposite axis to the first house and the ascendant ASC. Here we can see the native's relationship, commitments, marriage, and partnerships, including business. This house can be seen as a mirror in one's life because it is through the interactions we have with others that we are able to see a reflection of who we truly are. Therefore, in this house, we can also find open enemies, power struggles, and conflicts that come from these interactions. How one bonds with others and what role they perform in their relationships can also be seen here. Contracts and agreements belong to this house too. And what it says on the um, actual card, we have Libra, Venus. This is the house of partnerships. Here is where we can see the personal relationship that involves commitment or cooperation of some sort, marriage, spiritual union, agreements, societies, and business partnership. And the phrase connected to, or the sentence connected to that is I relate, DC. And okay, I don't know how it's called in English. English is not my first language, but whatever that is, okay. So yeah, pretty accurate. Okay, I love the keywords because it doesn't necessarily say word for word what it says in booklet, and I like that here. Well, take it or leave it. I like that. People may not like that, but I do like that. Okay. Then this card I want to read. I realized that I was not showing the cards as I read, but guys, I cannot multitask tonight. Okay. The moon. We're gonna read what it says in the booklet, and I'm gonna read the keywords afterwards, so you can see how how in comparison how it is. Okay. So this card, the moon. Is it this card? I'm like, is it this card? I have no clue that's this one. Is it? Wait a second. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. But why isn't okay? That's tripping me out because it's not the exact same picture. So I think this is it. The luminaries questions shows receptivity, perceptiveness, contact with new realities, and different levels of information. The moon reflects the light of our sun and became of that. It shows different levels of reception, upward towards the superconscious, horizontally towards either left brain or right brain perceptions, or downward towards the subconscious. The moon, ruled by Cancer, exaltation Taurus, detriment Capricorn, fall Scorpio. Keywords: instincts, intuition, reflection, emotion, response, memory, and receptiveness. The moon represents our emotions and our response to the surrounding environment. It shows how we perceive the world around us as well as how we relate to others. The energy of the moon is receptive. It shows our emotional needs, how we express ourselves, where we find security, and it is also strongly connected with the memory of the soul. That is why some references say the moon is also connected to our past and memory. I've always seen the energy of the moon as a grid that reflects the energy of the sun. This is why her creative representation is based on the pattern of the flower of life, which is derived from the seed of life. She is our connection with our sense of oneness. I kind of resonate with that. I kind of vibe with that definition of the moon. So what it says on the card here, we have the sign of Cancer. You have its symbol with a magician here, and it actually resonates with what the description says because it. Okay, I mean, they kind of like compare it to the sun. Okay, and the keywords are the moon here. The keywords are emotions, instinct, receptivity, and safety instincts. Those are what need to be said, but I feel like for those you wouldn't need. I don't feel like you need to read the booklet because this gives a really good description, and there's a phrase to resonate with. But for this one, I feel like there will be more. You will have more depth, more meaning, more resonance with if you read the booklet before reading just the keywords. Then the keywords will add to your reading, I feel like. But I feel like you would need to read for those. Just my opinion. Okay, take it or leave it. For this one, I feel like as well. Okay, this one. I don't feel like for the planets you need to know like deeply, but maybe that's because I've already read about the planets, and I'm like, just the keywords would do fine for me because the planets, it's like it's not what I really am looking into. I just need to remember what they mean. So that the keywords for the planets for me is enough. For the houses, it's a whole text, it's a whole paragraph. So for that, that is also enough for me. And I absolutely love the sentence. If you know me, you know how I've said it in the previous Lightseer Tower. I love the Lightseer Tower because there's a quote in it for each card, and I love that. For this one, yeah, depending what you want for what you're reading, how much depth you want, but the keyword would be just fine, depending again on what it is that you look for in a reading. If I prefer personal knowledge, I would, but to begin with, I will just use the keyword, and if I feel drawn to go read into the booklet for those ones, I will. But yeah, the keywords would be enough for me. Unless I feel drawn, the keywords are enough. The paragraph is enough. For this one, I feel like you need to go read the booklet, because I had not read the booklet, I wouldn't understand why the moon is also represented as the sun here, and I love the meaning behind it. Okay, so next, sextile. I have no clue how they're called. Major aspects, the vertex. The, wait a minute, I'm gonna have to find it. Like, it's gonna take me a little bit to remember what is what. The house is not, that's not what I'm looking for. Major aspects, I think that's what it is. Yeah. Okay, major, it's in the category of a major aspects. The dynamic between cosmic forces. So let's read sextile. Okay, so sextile, 60 degree. This aspect brings openness to the native to receive and integrate different points of view and new experiences. Sextiles indicate harmony between people, ideas, or attitudes, which can lead to improvement, learning, and expansion. So the keywords here say we have the 60 degree, 60 the symbol, the name, sextile, and the keywords are integration, cooperation, tools, skill, ingenuity, harmony, empathy. Wait a minute. Yeah, it literally says a paragraph, but just like in keywords, and the paragraph was small enough, so I guess that for this one, the keywords would be enough, but this is like the smallest paragraph of all the other ones, so I wouldn't know for all the other ones, but for this one, like, it says literally the whole paragraph in words. So this one would be great just with the keywords, and I suppose for the other ones, but I don't know. So next, with the moon phases, 88. That I love the moon phases. I've used the moon phases. I kind of know of the moon phases. Alrighty, the moon phases. Working with the manifestation cycles of the universe. So we have the Wixen gibbous moon. Okay, it's in paragraph. It's not a page for each card. Interesting. I thought it was going to be like that, but it's a paragraph for each card. I'm wishing Wixen gibbous here. So this phase is for refinement and enlightenment after a period of challenges. During this time, it is important to remain patient. I might look where in the moon phases we're right now, because maybe might actually help me. And this is interesting because this is resonating for me right now. Okay, Wixen Jigbrus. Okay, so the keywords are alignment, refinement, nurture, patience, evolution. So again, I love that they don't necessarily always copy the words in the guidebook. It adds the keywords here are adding to the booklet, if it makes sense, and I love that. So for this case, I would prefer the keywords here because it doesn't say all that word for word in the booklet, you know. So again, I love the keywords here over the paragraph. But again, to its own. Okay, next the signs here, Aquarius. So dates, January 20th to February 18th. Element air. This is how it looks. Here, sorry. I'm so focused on reading this. Ruling planet, Saturn traditionally, and Uranus. Modality fixed. Body rule ship, the breathing, cowls, circulatory system, vision, and legs. So we have the sign Aquarius and the planets, which is Saturn and Pluto. No. Oh, and Uranus. I just read it. Okay, so the elephant sign of the zodiac Aquarius surround themselves with an air of mystery. Ruled by Uranus, they tend to be humanitarians and very people-oriented. Their biggest values are individualism, innovation, and freedom. Often unpredictable and unique in their nature, Aquarius people like to stand out from the crowd. When out of balance, Aquarius can become rebellious, emotionally detached, and eccentric to some extent. Okay, I'm laughing because I have Aquarius placements and I relate to that so much. And I just realized that maybe that's why I was drawn to the Aquarius to read the Aquarius card. But there's like a little asterisk here from the dates, and we're gonna read it. The dates change slightly by 1 to 2 days every year due to the Earth's orbit. So to find an accurate sign and planetary placement, it is important to refer to an ephemeris. No idea what that means. Basically, what they're trying to say is that the dates are not fixed and they change every year. Okay, let me zoom in so you can see what I'm trying to read here. Most of them in a row. This is getting really long. Rightfully so. There's a lot of elements here. Ephemeris, whatever that means. I might Google that because that got me intrigued. Okay, so yeah, for this one, obviously you would have to go read the booklet. Unless you already know of the signs or you want more information. Because like it talks about the signs, but it talks about the connection to the sign and to the planets. Not really actually. This one would talk more about the sign and its planet here. This one talks more about the sign, and this one talks more about the planet here, which is related to the sign and explains like so. Actually, it helps to understand more of the sign. Actually, this is the moon. But the moon is ruled by Cancer, and it also as well by understanding the planet, it helps to understand the sign here. But here it just helps to understand the sign and not the planet. I don't know if I'm clear. So let's see. Ooh, full moon. Okay. Any more card wants to be read. I gave a pretty good glimpse. Okay, I've watched a lot of reviews, but never watched all the cards. So this is the first impression of this deck. Although I've seen, like, I know for a fact that people have done reviews on this one, but I haven't never seen, maybe there is somebody out there, but from what I've seen, I've never seen anybody like read the cards in the booklet or like read specifically the like each category on the booklet here. I think I missed a category, so we're gonna see if I missed anything here. Anything else? Any other cards wants to be read? While we're at it, like, let's just go for all in here. 40 minutes in. This might be the longest review ever because the card before that is an hour. This one alone is almost an hour. So yeah, this is gonna be my longest review ever. Rightfully so. There's so much to talk about, and I'm not even done. Like, that's a part 2. I need to do part 3 with the reviews on how I feel, how it reads. We already read that. Mercury, the planet. This is when we're Mercury retrograde. Ooh, I might need to check. Okay, the North Node. Let's read that. I might actually look up because I don't think we'll read, but I'm not sure. Let's read it came out. Let's see if let's read this one that wanted to be read. Virgo, nope. We already read one in that category. Nope. We read one of those. Solar eclipse. I think we already read one of those. Stellium. I think we read one of those. Cerberus. We read one of those. I think I've read most all the categories. I think from what I'm seeing here, with synchronization moon from the moon phases, we've read one of the moon phases. Conjunction. We read one of them. Fifth house. It did. Yeah. I think. Yeah. I'm just gonna read those two additional ones, and I think that's gonna be it. I'm gonna do it like I'm gonna try to read them, but I don't have any expectations because this is brand new and I know nothing, almost nothing to astrology. So like, where I'm gonna try, but I don't think it's gonna give much. Yeah, I think we read everything here. Which one is this? Vertex. Wait a minute. I'm gonna see if it's not in a category that we've read. Planet. It's not the planet houses. See this? The Vertex. Oh, Fortuna of Fate. This is not even a category. This is its own card here. So we're gonna read it. We're gonna read this one as well. Okay, so we're gonna read those three. Oops. And then I'm gonna try to see how they read. I'm gonna try to read them, but don't have any hope for that. So first, North Node, where are you? Okay, the nodes. Where past and future collapse in a cosmic dance. That's how it looks. South Node slash Ketu and a North Node slash Rahu. This is my first time hearing those two names, Rahu and Ketu. Okay, so let's read. Okay, now it gives me the South Node here. What? Okay, it's like it talks about the South Node, and I was like, where is the North Node past? It took me a while because I had to actually read. Okay, so the strengthening the North Node by concentrating on issues ruled by the house it is located in will diminish the malefic South Node qualities and balance unfinished issues we carry. If the needy chooses to follow the qualities of the South Node, they will experience a lot of difficulties, mostly concerning personal things. See, it talks about more of the South Node than the North Node, so I'm just gonna read it at this point entirely. The South Node rules fear and phobias and is a point of rather strong insecurity. The key for abolishing them lies in working on the exact opposite direction. You will find that it's often difficult to work on North Node issues as there exists as a natural resistance towards new patterns that the soul must learn. The lunar nodes often bring unpredictable events, so we are forced to learn through them. We usually do not even notice the South Node patterns, and the best way to understand this pair of opposites is to consciously make a self-assessment and understand what path we must follow to evolve. Interesting. And the keywords on this, it says destiny and challenges. Okay. For this one, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer the keywords because what did I just read? I think I might need to sit down to actually read this paragraph because that was hard to to swallow. That was a lot to swallow here for me personally. So the keywords are like, oh, okay, so that's what I need to focus on. Okay, so destiny and challenges. So next, void of course. Void of course. Wait a minute. Void of course isn't void of course in the. Okay, no, it's not. I thought for a second I thought it was a moon phase, and I was like, oh, my bad. Wait a second. Oh, we didn't read the retrograde. Did we read any retrograde? Oh, we didn't read any retrograde cards. I just saw the category retrograde and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't read any retrograde. So we're gonna do that. My bad. See, there's so much categories. There's so much to look. I don't really know. Wait, retrograde. I saw her RX earlier and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna read it. But I really felt want to read it. And now I get it the way. I thought this was in the same category, but I think yeah, this is it's its own card. It doesn't have it's not in the category. So we're gonna read the retrograde category here on top of that. Like I'm so sorry, this is all over the place, but like you see how like there's so much to learn. So if you're not like patient or if you're not willing to learn all of that, or like this deck requires a lot of patience, okay, and a lot of time, a lot of like willingness. So if you're not willing to get to learn this deck, get to know every single aspect of this deck, then this is not for you. Because you can see how I'm struggling, y'all. Word, of course, and I'm not against it. I knew I was gonna struggle, but not like that. Like I don't mind it. Like that's what I bought this deck to get to know more. And you see my honest reaction to this deck. There's so much going on. Okay, so what of course? Let me try to find that card. I'm no. Oh, wait, of course. Wow, right as I open it. Wait, of course. A pause in time. It's actually its own card again. Wow. Okay, you may have never. It's this card. You may never have heard of the term void, of course. Actually, I did. Just don't know what it is. But it is considered to be very important for those who actually really work with the phases of the moon. Oh, this is so funny. Didn't I say I was like, oh, I feel like it's in the moon phase, and it was not in the moon phases. It's in literally its own category. So funny I said that in actually facts. Yo, here. Okay, but it is considered to be very important for those who actually work with the phases of the moon. As it is when the moon is in transit, is making the last major aspect before it changes from one sign of the zodiac to the next. It ends when the moon enters the next sign. Often astrologers avoid making important decisions during this period as plans may change all of a sudden and our concentration may diverge. During this time, one can become frustrated more easily or have less patience than normal. It is important to understand that the moon shifts very quickly from sign to sign, meaning that those frustrations and obstacles may disappear very soon. This is why activities like meditation, yoga, and reflection are preferred when the moon is void, which can last from anywhere between a couple of seconds up to 3 days. Okay, now vertex, which is its own category, I think. Vertex. That's how it looks. And the keywords are pause in time, change of plans, limbo, improvisation. Again, love the keywords. But if you want more fast, go in the booklet. But the keywords are really good here. Again, it doesn't say what it says in the booklet here. Like the improvisation, yes, it was phrased like that, but it wasn't exactly the same word. So I'm preferring the keywords again here. That's why I did this one card. I said, okay, actually go to the booklet, and this is the second one. I'm not really. It would be good enough for the keywords here. So vertex. Let me find that vertex card. Okay, page 63. The vertex, fortune or fate. That's how it looks. And the booklet. The vertex is a medical point of in the chart of the native. As an astrological point, it is connected with karma and fate. And it comes to life when triggered By planetary transits, the transiting aspect that should mostly be observed in the conjunction and the slow-moving planets as they are the ones that will mainly influence a native's life. The vertex is also widely used in synastry charts as it is responsible for major changes, and especially in relationships, birth and death of people, mainly accidents. While also important business partnerships, beginnings or endings, the use of this element in astrology is a bit controversial since some astrologers use it and others do not. This can depend on whether someone believes in free will and that we are the ones writing history, or if you remain open to the possibility that there is some fated events that were meant to happen no matter what. Perhaps now you are waiting for me to give you a clear answer in terms of how to use this element, but I encourage you to ask yourself this question. Do you believe our lives are based on random events and connections with others that consistently happen somewhere in between time and space, or do you believe in coincidences and that there is always a reason behind the things that happen to us as well as the connections we form, even when we don't quite understand them yet? I'm not answering. You answer that for yourself. The keywords on this card are karmic point, synastry, fated connection, turning point. For this one, I will actually go to the booklet. I'm not gonna lie. I will actually go every single time the the categories card, like this one, if playlists were to come out, I think I won't go to take it. Like each card that has its own category, I would go to booklet no matter what. This has so much depth. The keywords are fine for me, but from what I read, I'm like, sis, give me the question. I love the questioning behind the cards. Just reading this wouldn't give me all that questioning. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely every single time this card falls, and each card has this one category, meaning Lilith, the North Node, South Node. I feel like the asteroids maybe as well. Maybe, I'm not sure. Well, I would go to the booklet for it, no matter what. Okay. So let's see retrograde. Here it has no keywords. Well, most of all don't know what retrograde means. Maybe I didn't pick a right card, but we read the retrograde here. Where is it? Retrograde planets, but it's literally okay, retrograde enough. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, it's not giving me retrograde. So I might take a planet with retrograde because I'm not finding the actual retrograde card. Wait a second. Major aspects, is it in? No, it's not major aspects. This might actually not have a card. Wait a second. Yeah, I don't think it has. Oh, the planets? Let me go look in the planets really quickly. But if I don't find it, like, I'm not gonna sound it. I'm just gonna read another planet. Pretty sure not there. It's not there, but Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. No, it's not there. What? There's actual retrograded category, but it's the planet retrograde. This is weird. No, it's not there. It's just that I can't find it. What? This is weird. We're gonna read it. I'm gonna find an actual planet, and I'm gonna come back to y'all if I actually find it. But no way. Okay, let me just read this, and we're gonna move on. Like, okay, so the actual text for the retrograde planets. Even if you do not know much about astrology or perhaps anything at all, you may have heard of the famous Mercury retrograde. Like I said that in the beginning. I'm like, yeah. It is literally everywhere. misinterpretations, technology failing, missing objects, forgetting about things, classic Mercury retrograde. But all retrograde really that negative. Most people do not know that retrogrades are not real events. A planet never actually spins backwards against itself, but from Earth's perspective, the orb of the planet makes around the sun gives the illusion that it is now spinning in the opposite direction, which signifies that astrologically, this real meaning behind retrogrades can be seen as a period of reflection, revision, reaction, reassurance, realization that in most cases happens on a psychological level. Okay, so my phone is like almost dead, so I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna come back to y'all on another day. But like, yeah, that's what I have for this portion. But yeah. Okay. Hi guys, this is the last and final part, hopefully, from this video. Okay, you're not like behind the scenes, but it's been really like eventful. Everything about that video has been really eventful. 6 months later, I'm filming, and hopefully, I'm gonna be able to post this soon after. Okay, so this is the review after 6 months. So those three, like, I have no clue what to say, so I'm just gonna go with the flow. So if I'm seem all over the place, it's because I am. And I might forget to say things, but it is what it is. I might add stuff to the description box if need to be. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section and I will just answer them. Okay, so those three and this one I received end of December. It took a month to come because, you know, Christmas time, New Year's Eve, it's always a busy time. So it took a really, really, really long time to come. Like I said, if you saw in the video, I was missing a deck, which was this one, which took a whole other 2 months to come. So I already had time to use those. So I used those four. Sorry, I used those four more than this one, but my review will still be the same here. So first, Fortuna, I still stay the same. Like, this is, and I've had 4 decks. Like, I have like a, let me make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've had like 4 to 5 decks after this one, and it's still my favorite. And I have a lot of decks, y'all. I might take a picture to show y'all how many decks I have, but if you like just watch my unboxing videos or like my deck from 2020, 2021, and 2022, you will see how many decks I have. And this is like still to this day my favorite deck. Okay, for real. I love it because of the messages, because of the heart, because of the texture of the look of it. Obviously, it's so smooth to the touch. They all have a different it took me off guard when I first did a first impression of the decks, because they all have a different texture, they all have a different feel to them, which is how can I put it, which makes them more unique in a sense, because they all have their own personality, their own vibe. And I still love this one because this one has a very healing type of energy, says what it needs to say, but it's not aggressive, it's not in your face. And what I've noticed with, maybe it does with every single deck, but that's what I've noticed with those ones, the Fortuna tarot decks, is that if I don't get a message, the same card keeps popping up. Okay, with other decks, what will happen would be same meaning, different cards, but with this one, the same card will keep on falling until I either read it on the booklet or until I get the message that they want me to get. Okay, This one, okay, I've did like I always do with all my decks. I might put some picture if I'm not too lazy. Okay, and if I don't forget, I did um spreads interview with a deck with all of them except for this one. I just realized, but rightfully so. You'll understand later why. I just realized that I didn't, but that doesn't really matter. Um, this one, I'm gonna read real quickly what I got, and we're just gonna move on. I don't want this to be too long, obviously, but I want to say what needs to be said. So there are many questions. I'm gonna put a picture so you all see what I see. But interview with a deck, and it's from Studio Artemy as well. So how would you describe your energy as a deck? I'm not gonna answer all of them, but so you get a glimpse, and it might give you, obviously, it's gonna give you different answers. It might give you different answers if you ask the question yourself. But I got the universe along with the ace and the six of candles. Something that's whole, a higher source that will guide you and help you see things from a different slash higher perspective. And even situations you never thought you need to hand. Okay, so it even guides you, like I'm reading my own notes. But it essentially tells you when something needs to end and when something yeah, needs to be put an end to. Okay, so another question I'm gonna answer. Okay, we're gonna answer the first three. So how will you guide me? I got number two. I got the King of Talismans. So teaching you how to be a powerful leader, literally and metaphorically, while also be an empath and be other people's voice. And for the third question, what lessons will I learn from you? I got the Devil. Lessons regarding toxicity, whether through people, things, and or situation. So like I said, this one is really healing. It's really appealing. Like I don't often use it, but I always used it. Well, most of the time I use this one to do spreads because they give me clarity in what I need to, in the message that I need to get. It's direct, but it's not in your face, if it makes sense. It's soft. It's very gentle, but it's honest. So, next, moving on. Like I said, I'm gonna do. Oh my gosh, I have so many unboxing to like post because yeah, I'm very like OCD about my unboxings. I want to post them in the order that I received the decks. And so since I couldn't post this one, I couldn't post all the other ones that I got. Yep. And so I have still yet to post so many other unboxings, but yes, I will film eventually a side-by-side comparison. And while we're at it, I was gonna film those three together side by side, but the author of the decks, the creator of the decks, is going to create another version of the Fortuna. So once I get that version, would be most likely next year, because they're doing a Kickstarter right now, and it's planned to be the rewards are planned to be received by December 2023. So I'm gonna film that video somewhere January 2024, hopefully. But yeah, so it's gonna take a while to film that video. I don't want to film it and then refilm it. It's just gonna be like too complicated. Just so you know, that's why I'm not posting it. I do know. So I am aware. So next, this was the Opal Omen. This is Emerald Amethyst, I think. Anima, Emerald Anima edition. This one, if you could tell, at first it was really rough on the edges, quite literally. This one is how can I explain it? Not the thickest one, the polymer is the thickest one, but this one is like really rough around the edges in the sense that it's very sturdy. Okay, the cards are very sturdy, but once you break in the deck, it's not like as harsh, as rough on the edges. it will grow on you. Because at first I was like, it's really stiff, it's not something that I'm used to, but I really love this one. Okay, what else? Okay, so one thing, okay, it's really like specific, just something that I noticed so that I don't forget. Just the booklet in the box itself, it's heavy. Okay, the weight is not on the deck, it's on the booklet, just so you know. Like if you lift the box, it's really heavy. I did notice that it is really peculiar, because that's the only deck which the booklet is heavy as hell. Okay, even if I had the cards, it's still the same weight basically. Okay. One thing I wanted to say as well, I did used to do weekly spread. I used to do daily spreads, but I'm kind of too lazy to do that. So I do weekly spreads, and I would always use at first the opal man, and then I use those two depending on my mood, depending on which one I feel drawn to. And yes, I've used this one the most, and this is interesting because as of lately I've been more drawn to this one than this one. I rarely go to this one, and this is funny because I thought I was going to be more drawn to this one than the oh god, sorry, the Emerald Anima. This one I use it at a lot at the beginning, but I've been like barely touching the Amethyst era edition. There's nothing to it. It's just that I'm not really drawn to it. There's nothing wrong with it. Different decks, different vibes. To the point that I think I've used this one more than this one. Like to the point that I've neglected the Overload edition. Not gonna lie. Especially for my daily spreads, I use all of them for my daily spreads. So is there anything else that I want to say? So again, I'm gonna read what I got in the spread get to know my deck. Let me find. Okay, so I didn't really write, but we're gonna channel as we go. So how would you describe your energy as a deck? We got the Empress and the Prince of Talismans, which is the Knight of Talismans. So somebody very nurturing, like a mother, like energy that takes things slow. So like what I'm getting at is that it may take a long time for you to get the message, but once you get it, you're gonna feel satisfaction from finally like getting the answer. It's like a math problem, like you try, and it feels so rewarding once you get the answer on your own, once you get the formula on your own. That's the type of energy with this deck. Okay, you may not get the message at first, but with time you will get it. So like in that sense, they give you a message that you're not gonna understand in the beginning, because maybe the situation has not yet occurred, or maybe you don't need that message yet. You don't need to understand it as of now. Okay, maybe you want an answer into something, and if you don't get the message, it's because you don't need that information at this point in moment, but eventually you will, and it will be so gratifying once you get that message. So next, how will you guide me? I got the Sun. I don't really know for this one. How will you guide me? The Sun. Have a childlike point of view. Have a very innocent point of view of things. Don't judge things to begin with. Again, like you may not understand the message, but that doesn't mean that you don't know how to read, or that doesn't mean that they're not wanting they don't want you to get the message. It's just that you don't need that information. Don't feel stupid. Just take things lightly and for a grain of salt here. Next, what lesson will I learn from you? I got the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. How to let go. How to go for the things that you want on a financial level, but also on a passion type of level. Like, don't be afraid to chase what you want. Find what you want first and go for it. don't be afraid to ask for help, or like there's gonna be sometimes there's gonna be highs and lows. Sometimes you're gonna take 2 steps forwards, but you may as well another moment take 1 step forward, backwards type of energy. Take things slow, but you're going somewhere, you're going places, even if you feel like you're not. And to find your pillar. I'm not good with words. Like to find something that grounds you. Yeah, and to believe in yourself. And I definitely get that energy from them. Like very nurturing. But very like every time I ask them a question, I never get it. And it's funny because as I'm like reading as I'm download the messages now, I'm like, yeah, I actually do vibe with this. This is funny because I actually like, yeah, I agree with it. Um, yeah, I'm saying this because I'm telling you this now. Like, if I didn't write anything in my notes, just took a picture of the spread and that was it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm agreeing with everything. Okay, so next, moving on. But yeah, this one I like it for. I think I've used it most for sure. Again, nothing wrong against the other ones. So the next one, which is Amethyst Aura, this one is really thin compared to the other ones. It's all about preferences, what you're drawn to here. This one is really thin. At first, again, it took me off guard, but it depends on your preferences. The Opal one is definitely thicker, but it's really smooth on the edges. It's not sharp, but none of them are sharp. But in the sense that the Opal one is smooth, the not a velvet finish, I don't think, but like it's really smooth. The Amethyst Anima, Emerald Anima, it's thick, it's rougher, but it's they all have their own personality. This one is really thin and really light. The oh my god, the Emerald Anima takes a little bit more of effort. So if you're not an end over end, if you are an end over end shuffle type of lover, the Opal Man would be the best, or the oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm having blank. The Amethyst Aura would be good for you, okay? If you shuffle and over, and especially this one, okay? It's really light, okay? What can I see with this one? 10 of Cups. This one I use it more as a clarifier than anything. Okay, sometimes I use it for my weekly spreads, but I used it more to clarify something. This is funny because I've used this one to clarify the Emerald Anima, which is actually funny. Yeah, I rarely clarify. The Opal Woman, I don't need clarifiers, okay? I don't. The Emerald Anima, I've had so many times needed to clarify a card, okay? And it's crazy. So with, let's see the spread. Okay, I took notes. Great. I won't have to channel, to struggle to channel. So how would you describe your energy as a deck? I got the 5 of Pentacles, and I said I hold grudges. Okay, I wrote I hold grudges. So how would you guide me? I got the Queen of Keys, and I noted I will be cutthroat. Okay, and what lessons would I learn from you? 3 of Pentacles, how to work as a team, move with me, the universe, and the guides. So how to collaborate with my spiritual teams, but with people in real life, okay? As well. And maybe that's why I don't use it, because maybe, okay, maybe this got me thinking maybe I need to use it more if I want to collaborate, but I haven't felt lately that I needed to collaborate with my spiritual team. So maybe it makes sense that I haven't really touched this one much, which is funny because I'm like, oh, okay, like it makes sense. As I'm reading this, I'm realizing so many things that it's actually funny to me. Okay, but yeah, it's really thinner, but it shuffles really great. They all shuffle great end over end. But again, if you're a fan of end over end, either this version or the Parliament would be good for you. But personally, like I said, the whole Parliament is a winner. But we'll see with the Obsidian Occult version how it feels. But next we're gonna go with this one. Oh my god, I love this deck. I didn't know I would love it as much as it is, like with most of my decks, but I really mean that. And this one I knew I would love it. I really still love it. Okay, so the Ethereal Orbs Oracle deck. Okay, the journey of healing the soul through the dimensions of the moon and the fixed stars. I really love this deck. Okay, sometimes the messages are a little bit cryptic, but it says what needs to be said. Okay, it's very direct and I love it. Okay, again, I don't really know about houses or fixed stars, but I don't think you really do. Maybe you will add to your readings, but I don't really read into the signs. I read the message and that's about it. But if you have like a deeper knowledge about signs, about planets, like it will definitely add to your reading, but your reading would be just fine without using those information. It's just saying. In the beginning, I used to go to the booklet, but like I always try to separate myself from the booklet because I want to channel, obviously. But if I feel the need to go to the booklet, I will, and I haven't really. It says what needs to be said. So, like I said, what messages need to come through for the people watching this reading right here, right now? What message need to come through for the people wow, for the people watching this video right here, right now? And I'm just noticing, I noticed in my notes that I did a get to know spread. I kind of want to see because I'm curious. I'm like, I did that. Okay, I'm gonna iterate. I'm gonna take a look and see if there's something like interesting to put in the review. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the flow. Okay, I'm not a pro at this, at reviews. Just so you know. Okay, one card, one message that need to come through. Okay, so 2. We have the 4th house, Taurus energy, which is Mars and Mars, I think. I'm not sure. Aldebaran, destruction and rejection. Finding stillness is like sailing up a river, chaotic at the beginning, peaceful toward the closure. And next we have Cyrus, Cancer energy, which is a fixed star. This is okay. I'm not gonna whatever this one is. I don't want to say something and it's not. Intention and direction. Offer me direction and exhibit my intention. My head is full of dreams and my existence is a fantasy. So again, some are very direct while some of them are very cryptic. Okay, and I feel like at first, for those messages that are cryptic, at first you might not get it. Okay, you're like, okay, I hear you, but like I don't know how to explain it because like I said, 6 months ago I did read a few cards and there was just one out of the 4 that makes sense to me, but 6 months later all 4 of ones make sense for me. So it won't necessarily make sense for you until you live through something, until you live through that situation. So it's gonna give you, it's like giving you a heads up of something, but you won't get it until you go through that situation, that experience, if it makes sense. Okay, it's like kind of the Amethyst, no, Emerald Anima edition. Like the messages are cryptic because you haven't go through that situation yet, and once you get it, you're like, oh, okay, that's what it was about. And not all they do that, and this is really interesting. Okay, which I kind of love, but maybe you won't because you want to like be prepared for that situation. But sometimes you're never too prepared, and I kind of like about that because it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but I like that. Okay, yeah, I use it for my daily spread, weekly spread as well. Always, always, always. I love those messages. They say what needs to be said, but they're kind of cryptic in a way. Okay, like always for my weekly spread, I'm like, I get the main team and advice, an affirmation, and at first I'm like, okay, I see, but I won't get those messages or those cards until the week is over. And that's the point with this one. I feel like with this one and this Emerald Anima edition. So if you're not with it, then I don't think those decks are for you. But I actually love that aspect about those two decks here. And it's really small here. And I love it. I love it. It fits in my hands, and I do have very small hands. I have a small hands, and I've said that in the reviews. I always mention that, but they all fit very well. I don't struggle to shuffle any of them. And last but definitely not. Oh, let me check the spread that I did with this one. I don't think there's anything useful, but I'm just gonna take a look to see, because I'm not coming back on this video. I'm adding this and I'm done with this one. Okay, like we need to break up. Okay, so let's see. I need to part with this project of mine. Took way longer than planned, than needed. So okay, again, I didn't channel them. So oh, it's the end of year reflection that I did, and what energy should I embody right now that I did. I didn't get to know me spread. Okay, so I'm gonna read like one question. Okay, so one question is area in my life I overlooked. I got the, I can't even read it. Let me find the card. Okay, so that's the one that I got. Saran, Sagittarius energy. Sorrow and remedy. We tend to mistake our existence for our pain. Open your eyes, witness the divinity within your life. Okay, so an area that what's the question again? An area that I overlooked. This is the end of your reflection. An area that I overlooked. An area in my life that I overlooked. So definitely, I can definitely agree with this. One thing that I've overlooked is like appreciating being in the moment, appreciating to just be and appreciate what's around me. Okay, like last year I've been really focused on loss and things that I do not have, even this year actually. So I might get the same cards for this one through this year. But yeah, definitely relate with this one. Maybe it was as well. Okay, I'm sorry to switch languages. Okay, so I feel like as well it's kind of telling me that I failed to see certain signs that the universe has been sending me. And yeah, of course, if you're focusing on loss, you're gonna fail to see things that you need to see, or yeah, things are gonna go over your head. So last but not least, the Astrosoul Oracle deck that I got 2 months after. It took a month to be sent, and it took a month for me to receive it. So oh my god, one thing I'm gonna say, I love all my decks, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not an astrological, like, I don't know a lot about astrology, but I'll try to learn more about astrology, but I don't want this to be like, like deep core astrology, just the basic stuff. The first thing that I noticed, this shuffles again. If you're end over end lover, okay, shuffler, whatever you call that, this deck is for you. This is even better than the Parliament quality. Like, it's, I can't stop shuffling it. It feels so great. It's so relaxing. It's so calming. I love to shovel this one, even though I don't really use it much, because you know, I use it again for my weekly spreads, but that's about it here. I know excuses, but I really haven't have time to learn more, to deepen, to learn this actually much. So, but yeah, oh my gosh, how it shuffles. Y'all, if you again love to shuffle and over end, this deck is for you. Okay, you won't get tired. It's not heavy. It's not stiff. It's just perfect. Okay, I don't know how to explain it. You just have to join the game, because this is like, oh, this is amazing. But again, I don't really read the booklet, and this is interesting because I thought I would. I always think I'm gonna read the booklet, but I don't, because I'm lazy. It's nothing about the booklet because it has a lot of information. If you see my review, it's like the deepest, like we go in. Okay, the review. Um, if you see, like, I did a 1 hour review just for this deck. I don't ever do that, and that's just how much knowledge, how much information there is about this deck. Okay, I'm not trying to be like an expert in astrology, but just know the basic stuff here. There's so many things that I'm like, what is this, what is that? Okay. Yeah, like I thought I would read the booklet. Some cards, there's a need for you to go deeper if you really want an answer, if you want to really dive in and read the card, like the booklet is the best option for you. But if you really want just a quick read, the keywords are perfect for you. Okay, if you know like the basics, they're just perfect for you as it is. I haven't tried to do anything with this one. I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. I've just stuck with doing weekly spreads. Let me try to do one right now. And I have zero to none knowledge about anything. So we have Mercury, communication, knowledge, information, curiosity. Okay, so that was Mercury that we saw in the other cards. Okay, now I know. Thank you, universe. We have a Gemini, and I'm always confused with this one. Virgo. I'm wondering if I'm always confusing Virgo and Scorpio. I'm pretty sure it's Virgo. Gemini, Virgo. Then we have the South Node, gifts and lessons. And we have the third house, I think, Gemini and Mercury. This is the house of the mind and ideas. Here is where we see the concrete thinking, thoughts, communication, mental agility, and the capacity to relate to the most immediate and daily social environment, like siblings or neighbors. Okay, so what I'm getting here, there's an issue with communication here. Okay, there's a huge lessons that needs to be learned before. Okay, somebody here major lesson was about learning to think before speaking. Okay, maybe you thought it through before it came out of your mouth, but it didn't come out the way you wanted it to come for you, the way you wanted it to come out, and it created a misunderstanding. It created a huge blown out. It created a huge drama over something you said you thought was well said. Okay, maybe you said the right things, but you said what you needed to say, but you didn't say it in the best of way, and you thought it was gonna come in a better way, but it didn't. And honestly, putting my 2 cents in it, like the Leo that I am, you could be the nicest person, have the best of intention, but truth hurts. Okay, so and a lot of people deal with things differently. Like you could say, and it's not to be to shame people, but it's like you could say potato have literally zero intent to hurt someone, and you're still gonna find someone that you hurt. All that to say, you could have had the best of attention and said it in the best of way possible, but the truth is what hurt that person. It's not necessarily the way that you said it, it's the fact that you said something that they know is true deep down, and they don't want to admit it to themselves. And it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you. It's just them that have to face the truth, right? But maybe it did come with the fact that you didn't say it right. It didn't help to the situation the way it came out, but it was needed to come out, you know. But there's a lesson here, maybe, you know, depending on people. But all that to say, maybe you may know something and it's really bad, and take it for a grain of salt, because you know your own situation. So make decisions that you think are best in that moment, in that situation. But what I'm getting here is that you don't necessarily need to tell the truth to everybody, okay? For instance, one time, a girl told me that she saw someone cheating, right? And I'm like, okay, like, you know the girl, or like you kind of familiar with the girl, so why are you not telling her that her man is cheating on her or whatnot? Or I don't remember if it was the girl or the man, but either way, like, why not telling the person that you know that their person is cheating on them? And they told me it's none of my business. So like, there's always going to be a conflict in interest. There's always going to be like two sides of the story. There's always going to be different opinions. But all that to say, maybe judge if it's necessary for you to tell the truth in that situation. Maybe they need to find out in there on their own. Maybe that's none for you to deal with, because maybe you're going to be putting yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. You're going to be the what's the word, the meddler in the situation, where it's like you didn't want that, you just tried to help someone, but you're brought into a mess that you didn't want to be in to begin with. And it's not that, it's not out of like I'm losing my words, but it's not to be mean. It's just like, maybe some things are need to be left unsaid. Maybe someone needs to realize something on their own. You saying someone, you saying that, okay, I don't think that's the best example, but you saying someone is a narcissist won't help them change, okay? They have to figure that out on their own, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's, oh, okay, I have a bad example. It's as if you're trying to sell, like, let's say like you want somebody to see your worth. It's as if you go to that person and tell that person literally, I want you to see my worth. That doesn't work like that, okay? Like, just because you say that, they won't necessarily do it, okay? And most likely won't, but you know, never say never. But all that to say, a best way to see for someone to see your worth is to just leave. Leave. Don't talk. It's pointless. All that to say, there's need for you to wait whether it's useless to say something or not, or whether it's best for that person to figure it out. Okay, maybe it won't do much for you to tell the truth. Yeah, it will bring you peace of mind, but that's about it. And maybe that, you know, like, there's need for you to wait if it's worth it or not, and how much you're losing over how much you're gaining out of telling the truth, right? Maybe it will do you more harm than it will do you more than it will do you more good. I don't think that makes sense, but I hope you understood. But yeah, I'm rambling on. I'm really getting into this reading. Clearly you can tell I haven't done a reading in a good minute, and I'm loving this. I'm really gonna say I'm surprised. Damn, I haven't read in a minute, and I'm channeling like nobody's business. I'm kind of like amazed at that for whatever reason. But clearly, I can read with those cards. You can read with those cards if you want to. I didn't think it was possible, but clearly, damn, I've been like probably talking for 10 minutes about a reading, y'all. And it might resonate for just one person, but that's not an right there here. Yeah, wow, I'm shocked. I'm amazed. I'm surprised at myself that I was able to read and so much. I was surprised myself. Um, yeah, but yeah, I guess you had a good glimpse on how you can read that. Damn. Okay, I really went in. Like, somebody clearly needed to hear this for whatever reason. But yeah, I think that's about it. The booklet is thinner than the other ones. Again, I'm gonna do this one has a booklet, but it's digital. What else do I need to say? That is pretty much about it. Like, I talked way longer than I thought I would. I hope I didn't forget anything, and if I did, I might just add it in the description box, or just, you know, we're just gonna leave it at that. This video is already longer than it should have. This should have been. I'm over this, okay? Filming the thing, not the DAX. But for you it's like 2 hours, but for me it's been 6 months. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. I hope this was insightful, and I will see y'all in the next one. Okay, let me give you a little glimpse of what unboxing I'm doing. I'm planning on posting this month, hopefully, but don't quote me on that, because I was so sure I was gonna post in January and I didn't. But let me show y'all a little glimpse of what's about to come. I'm not gonna show one because the other ones are not really like, they're Kickstarters, so you probably won't know what they're about. But this is a clue. If you know, you know. Like, you'll know. That's the first clue. I'm so goofy, but hey, take it or leave it. And we're gonna give this one. Again, if you know, if you want to zoom in. I'm giving a huge hint. If you know, you know. You can just look it up. You'll find out. But that's just one of the things that I'm planning to post. But this is like the last one, because I have so many others, and this is the last thing that I received, and I have a lot of good things to say about this one. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it on that note. I hope this was insightful, and I will see y'all in the next one, whether it's a pick card or an unboxing. Bye, y'all.